Welcome everyone to our Facebook Live. This is ERA Singapore. For those of you who are tuning in, welcome to our Facebook Live. Let us have a quick word. Let me introduce ourselves first. My name is Thomas. I am the COO of Agency Business here at ERA Singapore. Joining me today is a distinguished guest. Even though we are in ERA, we always have, because of COVID, we seldom meet. So we have got Kevin Lim, who is our Chief Agency Director. Kevin.
Hi, everyone. But I'm not guest. I'm I'm the host as well. But I do know what you mean. Okay, today I'll just be a guest.
Yes, because over the past year or so, it's quite difficult to meet up in office. So we are so glad that we can have this opportunity to share with our friends out there who is on Facebook. Why don't you just key into the chat box, right? You can key 101 if you want to, but maybe you can say hello to Kevin. Many of you, I'm sure, are no strangers to Kevin.
Hi.
Maybe just say a quick hi to him so that we can all have a good time in this Facebook
I think
live
I got
session.
friends tuning in from Malaysia, Cambodia, Thailand, ERA supporter.
Cool, man. Okay,
Hi, guys.
We have got regional.
Yes.
So everybody tune in, say hi on Facebook. Yeah, just key in, say hi, Kevin. Hi, Thomas. We appreciate your comments. Yeah. All right. Today we have quite a fair bit of things lined up for you. So we are trying to pack everything in like 30 to 40 minutes time so that we make a very interesting session on this talk show, if you like. Yeah, we look a little bit like radio DJ, right?
And it's definitely 98.7.
Yes.
not 97. But today this topic, 40 minutes, a bit tough. This is a 4-hour topic.
It is, but we're trying to condense it into a very quick size so that everybody can have a quick takeaway in terms of what we are trying to cover today. So today, our focus is on successful team building, right? So, and it's meant for our friends who are tuning in. Of course, we welcome all our key ERA teammates as well who are tuning in. Welcome, say hi if you are joining us.
Yep.
And those of you who are from external agencies, welcome. Okay, this segment is really out to share with all our friends out there who are in the property industry, what's happening in ERA and why we want you guys on board together with us.
Yeah, and maybe if you could hit the share button on your Facebook to share to more people who probably need can benefit from our sharing. That would be much appreciated. Thanks.
Oh, that's nice. Go hit L and S. Okay, everybody write L and S, like and share. Okay, please like and share.
I don't know what is that. For a moment, I freeze. Is that something I don't know?
Okay, so we'll give you a little bit of time to like, a little bit of time to share, so that for your friends out there who may be interested to check out who ERA is, why ERA is the platform you may want to consider, do check us out in this Facebook Live itself. So today, the topic we want to cover is all about why ERA itself. As you can see from the hashtag here, why ERA is the platform, why we are here, and why are we doing this Facebook Live is so that everybody have a better understanding of who Kevin is, because he has been around much longer in ERA than I did. All right, so he will be able to share you some of the things he has experienced and how ERA has actually influenced his life thus far. Okay, and I'm pretty sure Kevin will do a good job later on. But before that happens, let me get a little bit of things out of the way so that we have a good idea in terms of what ERA stands for and what we are offering, right? So if you are thinking of joining ERA, whether you come from another agency or you are a brand new RES, we know that there are many of you out there who just passed your exams, right? Yeah, you may be searching for a home. Then let me welcome you to our home. All right. So it's a recruitment package that we want to quickly highlight to you. I don't want to bog you down because today's session is all about Kevin sharing his team building secrets, right? Many of you will be probably interested to find that out, isn't it? But today, what we really want to quickly run through with you is some of these things. The nutshell of things, the long and the short of things is this. Let me, Thomas, just summarize everything for all. Basically, you join us, no cost now. Nothing if you join us, whether you are a brand new RES, whether your license has lapsed over the years, nothing, okay? Or you are coming over from another agency itself, nothing for you.
We have decided to pay everything for you to make it as easy and as fun and good for you.
Yeah. So do not worry about your fees, whether it's CA fees joining fees, okay? And on top of that, we will have quite a number of tools for you to use. We call it collectively the productivity tools, okay? The grant that we are granting you in terms of digital training and stuff like that. Okay, so we don't want to bore you down with too much details because this is, when you join us, we will have information for you. So the other thing I want to quickly highlight to us is this. If you are coming over from another agency and you feel you have a little bit of restraint because you are bogged down by a penalty fee, right? Let's say
it's quite restrained, huh? when we know, I mean, it's a sensitive topic, but when you take something, you put back, I think it's in all fairness,
yeah,
right? But it's probably the manner of it.
Yeah. So I think Kevin does quite a fair bit of recruitment, so he will have his fair share of stories to tell. But this is not the platform where we complain. But this is the platform where we want to share you. Okay, doesn't matter what's out there. What we are trying to do is to, when you come on board with us and you feel that there's a little bit of restrictions, please talk to us because we have got packages to help you in terms of your migration into ERA itself. So this is basically called the Join and Reward, as well as the Earn and Reward scheme. Okay, when you join us, there will be some cash incentive involved to help you defray some of your costs of coming over to us. So what we are really saying again, in all fairness and let's make it very concise, very short. What Thomas is really saying is this: if you are trying to come over to ERA and you have to settle a little bit of penalty in your previous company, don't worry, you come over, you discuss with us. We have got packages to help you.
To help you out.
Yeah. So that you guys do your migration, your transition to ERA will be smooth in that sense. Because we know many of you are worried about costs out there, right? Especially in this time of pandemic.
And of course, sometimes when you make movements, it's a little bit stress, things to worry about, things to think about. So we just want to take away those stress that we can for you.
Yeah. So we smoothen your transition. Right? Whether it's paperwork, we help you out. Whether it's costs that you incur, we also help you out so that you can join ERA with a smooth transition without too many things to worry about. That's basically what we are trying to do. Okay, so this is our Join and Reward as well as our Earn and Reward scheme. If you are interested, talk to any of our ERA teammates. We are more than happy to share more details with you guys. And here we flash on the screen a couple of examples of people who are joining us. Okay, these are real experiences, real life scenario. Okay, so if you're a 50K producer, if you're 150K producer, so these are the cash reward that we are helping you with to defray, especially if you come with a penalty from your previous company itself. Okay, so these are the system that we have in place to smoothen the transaction. Right, to smoothen the transition into ERA itself. Okay, again, I don't want to share too much information on this because today's session is all about recruitment. Today's session is all about team building, right? Which I want to really draw the secrets out from Kevin. So we don't want to waste time talking too much about Thomas and his scheme. Okay, so why ERA? I'll just quickly give you 4 pillars, 4 things that we do very well at ERA. One thing is from here, I will narrate a story on the 4 pillars. I'll tell you about story. Okay, just imagine you go fishing in Singapore, right? You go pond fishing, right? I'm sure Kevin doesn't fish. Whether you do pond fishing or you do fishing in a pond itself, the supplier need to put the fish in so that you catch, you feel good, then you continue to pay subscription to go and fish, right? Okay, so imagine that in the pond itself, the fish needs to be there. The supply needs to be there in order for people to feel good, right? Catching the fish itself. So imagine us through our projects, through our listings itself, we pour the fish into the pond. All right, and let me narrate this in the form of a story. Then once the fish are in, right, you'll be asking yourself, hey, how to catch fish? This is where we help you through our training regime, right? So whether we will teach you how to fish. So this is where new RES, experienced RES, you want to be team leader. This is a session for another. I can talk 3 hours on this map alone. Okay, but we are not going to do that. This is basically telling you that we got fish in the pond. This is to build your muscles, how to catch. If it's a big fish, we need you to have muscles to catch the fish.
I think sometimes
right?
this map looks a bit complicated for like a first time looking at this, right? But I think all in all, this is just a roadmap, just like a GPS to start you from being a brand new agent all the way to an intermediate agent, even to an experienced agent like myself. There's all trainings and all formats for you. I mean, I hope everyone do take some time, take a screenshot, go back and read through the whole maps. As a flow, it's quite easy to follow actually.
Yes, and you can you realize the map is in a circular manner, meaning that learning never stops. Okay, we should always be in the learning mood. There's always something to learn. I'm pretty sure Kevin will probably tell you that, right? Even up to today, he's still probably learning something.
Yeah,
right?
and the center why we put wealth creation, because especially this map is to help you to create wealth, and that's why we're all here for. Because we want to make money, create wealth. So this map is like a GPS to me.
Okay, and wealth is important. We are not saying money is not important. Money is absolutely important. Okay, because we want money to be able to sustain our housing payment, our car payment if you drive a car, right?
And also to help people.
Yes, and also if you are into helping others, you need money to help people.
You need to help yourself first.
Correct.
Then you can help people.
Just like take aeroplane, they always announce before you put the oxygen mask on your kid, help yourself first, you know.
True enough. So that's true, you know. And sometimes I really, because if you can't take care of yourself, it becomes a burden.
Yeah, and of course, this is obviously to help our family as well.
True.
So you can see in a pond full of fish, we want you to know how to fish. That's the theory part, right? That's why you go through training program. Then after which, we'll give you the fishing rod. This is the tools that we provide for you, right? In terms of where you can find the fish. We show you the fish already. Now we want to teach you physically how to fish. This is where we give you tools for you to connect with your clients already. Connect with your customer. Okay, so this is the digital tools that we are talking about. All right, and there are many tools out there. At ERA, we have crafted very useful tools because these tools are inputs from very experienced agent like Kevin and all that. So we input our thoughts into this. There we launch these apps to make it useful for all of us here at ERA itself. So these are the tools. So this is a fishing rod itself, right? There we also, last one, we also talk to the fish. We go and talk to consumer to say when the bait is inside the water to be able to look at it as a good thing and then go for it. So it's like to a certain extent, we also go out and we talk to consumers quite often, okay? So that when the consumers understand what property investment is all about, then when the agent talk to them, it becomes a softened ground in the sense, okay? Then at least the consumer already have a certain understanding of property investment. Then when the agent talk to them, it's a little bit easier for you to communicate, articulate what you're trying to bring across. Okay, so that's why we have consumer seminars, not just for consumers, you know. Okay, we also have seminars for agents as well, right? So and then all along you can see we are also engaging you guys on the Facebook Live and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure some of you have benefited quite a fair bit from some of these seminars. Okay, so this is the part whereby we introduce the company to you guys about why ERA, and I've narrated it using a fishing pond story. So now let's move on to the important part of our live session today, right? What we really want to find out from Kevin is this. Having been, hey Kevin, how many years have you been with ERA? Very interested for me.
It's my 19th year.
Wow.
So, but plus, you know, every time I say that, people raise an eyebrow, you know, like I'm very old, but I'm blessed. I'm blessed to start at the age of 22.
Okay.
If, you know, if anyone of you guys are watching this and you've been knowing me for more than the last 15 years or so, you know, if you can just give me a shout out. But I've been in the company for 19 years and ERA. So I think probably is the best person to answer this question or the hardest person to answer this question. Because, you know, I've been through the whole evolution of, you know, a couple of our office, you know, a couple of the market changes, and of course through my 20s to 30s and good, you know, now it's 40s. I'm the beginning of my journey on my 40s. So yeah, they say life starts at 40.
Okay.
Yeah, 骗你的.
19 years in ERA. I think Kevin deserves some applause.
Sound effect.
Yay!
Well, it's not an easy thing, but I just really want to be here to share with you my personal point of view, you know, not give you some expected answer, but fair enough. I think I started 22 years old. If you remember, that year was SARS. So I see COVID, I'm not so surprised because I'm pretty much been through around. But definitely COVID took it to another level. I can't remember that SARS, we were just wearing masks on and off, not necessary. But of course, then back to the answers of ERA helping me in my group. That's it. Number one, I think I do have a lot of industrial friends who are probably in the business for very long and in different company. Sometimes we are all friends. We come out and we do talk about things and we do comparison. But they always think I'm very home, yeah.
Home, yeah. Good life.
I just focus on the recruitment. I don't have to be the IT guy. I don't have to invent my own apps, my own. I mean, we all have vendor, which they can use for any company. So that's why sometimes I don't understand why do we have to repeat that. And of course, furthermore, ERA invented all the apps that I need, whether it's calculator, whether it's our robo-advisor, whether it's our project apps. I mean, there is leverage that I could really use. I mean, today, we all have 24 hours a day. And today, of course, I can grow the group to the size of 2005, I think, because I have saved a lot of my time, on the app. Because I mentioned just now the 4 points. Number one, products. So it's very subjective. If I'm from a company that is not having so much product, because product beats training.
Yeah,
I'd rather be like a noob salesman selling a product that people are raving for, like iPhone 13. Everything you ask me, I don't answer, but you still buy.
Correct.
Then to be such a good salesman with so much tools, but selling a very difficult product like a BlackBerry, it will be a very tough life. So product is definitely number one thing. I think it's more even important than training. So of course, having an ERA, I mean, we have all the product that my guys and myself that we need for our consumer that are raving after that. So that's very important. So there's two versions here. I saw some of my friends are not in the company that doesn't have product. So they lose out in that way. But of course, I also got friends who are having the same product as me. So of course, then we different things. Secondly, of course, we talk about training. I think training is very subjective. In fact, you asked me today, I think if you, of course, you're from major companies, I tell you, the problem is there's too many trainings.
Too many training.
Train until the agents become blur. Today, really, I felt, 19 years from last time to now, wow, today's agent spending more time at the computer, spending more time at the screen. So is there time for you to go and do your sales? So we are salesperson, you see, we're not students. Our job is not to study,
Yes.
So again, I think training-wise, I believe ERA, because, we are a sizable company, we have the economy of scale.
Right.
Of course, then my group also has the economy of scales of size. So we do have our own group training as well as company training. And of course, then my leaders, they have a bigger platform to be on the ERA platforms to be training more people, more show, right?
Yep.
So I think that it's something that has helped me lighten my job and my workload. If you talk about seminars, that's something I really solely work with ERA because, it's like today we're in this studio. It's not a simple setup. So many wires, so many buttons. I think I'm proud that I'm the agent, that I'm the leader that is in ERA that has this studio to use and to make sure my voice sounds nice when I talk to people.
Yeah.
I mean, just all in all, I think ERA has helped me in my leverage. To help save me more time so that I can think of more creative things that, that is more personalized to team building.
Right. So, and that's how I think Kevin has articulated really well. And that's how the ERA as a whole has actually benefited him in building up his very successful team here and group in ERA, of course.
I mean, if you ask me more personal one, I remember when I was in my early 20s, ERA has given me, how have this helped me build my group? Because it sets honestly, back then it's relatively competitive. I mean, ERA has a history of 30 over 40 years.
Yep.
I came in 19 years ago. I have somebody who is 10 over years senior than me. It's very hard. It's very competitive, right?
Yeah.
So I have to build from scratch. But of course, myself, I'm very open to competition. I love competition. I don't see it as a bad way. So that is a motivation for me. And I can model after a lot of leaders. So, ERA is built to today because we really have to thank all of pioneer leaders that set the footprint for juniors like us to follow. So because they set the pace, and that's why I could bring on the pace. So the competitiveness, the company culture is always, to us, I think this business is only revolving around two things: expand or contract. This is an expansion business.
Right.
So anything that you contract, you'll lose. So ERA, if you realize for the last almost 40 years, it's a company that keep expanding. We keep changing new things. We keep evolving, inventing.
Yep.
So as an agent of the company, even as a team leader to today as a chief agency director, the culture in my blood is naturally also competitive, keep on inventing. So I think the company, non-living thing, right? But of course, there are people like Jack and Marcus and Doris. So they're my bosses still. They kind of influence me.
Right.
And pass on that thing into my blood. And then I pass it on down to my leaders, to my group, like Zach and Bjorn and Alex, you guys.
Right.
So it's like a whole ecosystem. Very hard to explain, but it's an influence.
These are the intangible stuff, right?
Yeah, but it's very important. It's very important.
Yeah.
And if you allow me, I mean, I really sometimes coffee talk with my friends. I realize honestly, they all say I'm very lucky because my bosses work the hardest. No offense, really, my bosses work the hardest. Doris worked the hardest, I think, in my opinion, and Marcus and even Jack.
Yes.
And even Thomas.
Oh.
No, I mean, a couple months in ERA, I see you work very hard. So it's good that we have bosses that work very hard and every day they woke up, ERA, it's the first thing in their mind.
Yeah,
that's very important.
That's so important, right? So from the management to the teams to the groups, everybody is working hard to make ERA a better place for our teammates itself. Huh? So let's move. I got another 2 more questions to ask Kevin. So Kevin, one question. You already
Okay. That's why I say it's a 4 hours talk.
The second question I want to find out, and many of you may have the same question for him. Hey, your recruitment journey, how has it been? How has your recruitment journey been so far?
Well, I mean, if I say it's tough, it's not easy.
有酸有甜有苦有辣
and more taste But it's been exciting, and I've said this before, but it's the best thing I've ever done in my life for myself. Is to start team building.
Right.
People always say, wow, Kevin, you're so good. Wow, not the good things. And you're leading 2,500 people. Seriously, without 2,500 people, I probably already quit. I put myself to an edge where I don't dare to be lazy. I don't dare to be, I'll jump out of bed even I want to be lazy. So I guess, my journey is really exciting. It's up and down. It's been team building for the last 14 years, and Pre-Eminent Group, it's a brand that I hold truly to my heart. It started from my first agent to today, so it's been exciting. And of course, I hope to have more breakthrough.
And I think Kevin has actually said it very well in our previous slide, right? Where he said that how do you intend to get this breakthrough is when you look at the scale that the company is doing, you tap onto the infrastructure, then you see what the company is heading in terms of direction, then you build towards it, right? Because the company is always sourcing for supply, okay? Projects to sell, for example, listings to sell or buyers to talk to, right? So if we follow in the same direction and we flow along, I'm pretty sure, okay, this is like when you go cycling, you follow the leader, right? You are drafting, isn't it? Drafting. Then the leader will shong all the wind for you, right? Then you have a smoother path in that sense. So I think in terms of recruitment journey, I think Kevin will probably attest and agree to the same thing, right? The company do certain direction. He's at the drafting behind.
But actually, Thomas, you know what? They say I'm a good leader, but I seriously sometimes I think I'm a better team player than a team leader. Really, I think I'm a better team player. I mean, I look back at my whole journey with ERA. I think one of my best thing I done is I really just follow the company. I attend every single meeting, I attend every single event, I attend every single thing with my bosses. I always go for it. Yeah. So
Kevin very 谦虚. He say team player. Actually, he's very good leader.
No, I'm very good team player. Yeah. I always say if my WhatsApp with Jack, a lot of the exchange of text messages. Okay. Sometimes he asks me things. Okay already. Then I see what where. What do he want me to go? Where is it? So I think that's my characteristic, and that's helped me a lot.
Yeah. So I think and that probably are some of the attributes that a leader display, right? First, you have to be a team player. Then you have the humility to follow the leadership. Then I think your people see it. Your people can also see, actually, 我的 leader 是这样啦. Then I should also do the same thing, right? I think Kevin is living out as an example. okay, for his people to follow lah. He may not know it, but these are attributes of a very good leader, isn't it? So these are things that we hear from Kevin in terms of his recruitment journey lah. So now, very very important question. I want to put Kevin on the spot already. 有没有什么 secret 来分享一下来？
Well, team building is my main thing. I wake up every morning. Every morning I wake up. That's how I grow my group, how I grow my leaders. That's the first thing in my mind.
Okay.
Secret. Well, I think mindset is very important.
Okay.
Wow, mindset.
Yes.
So you got to ask yourself, how many agents are in your group, in your team, in your division? If you tell me the answer, example, 50 agents, then my question to you is, you are running it like how many agents you have? To my judgment of how I see things, some leaders, they have 50 agents, but the way they run their team building is as though they got only 2 agents.
Okay.
So that's going to make your job a lot more harder. So the way I hack the system is, when I've got 50 agents, I run my team like as though I got 200 agents. The heart and soul I give them, the thoughts I give them, the money that I spend on it. Like now I have got 2,000 over agents. The way I run them, I think I run it like I got 4,000 agents, 5,000 agents. The things then you will have creativity. Then you think of what to do. You will never run out of ideas.
Right.
So this mind shift is just a very technical kind of intellectual thing. So I hope this is a secret that, to me, it is a mind shift secret lah.
Okay. Yep. So always over provide for your people.
Yep.
So if you are running a 10-person team,
run it like
provide
50.
for 50.
Yeah, run it like you have 50. Think of things to do like you have 50 people. Then you will do more.
Yes.
So that is a metaphor.
And when you do more, I think what Kevin is saying is you stretch your boundaries, right? You push your boundary as far as you can stretch to, so that when the time comes, you can accommodate these people easily. So if you have 50 people, you stretch to, let's say, to provide for 200 people, 4 times more. Then you will be thinking, hey, I do so much, how to fill up all my resources I put in to be used by 200 people, right? Then I think that will give you some motivation to go and say, hey, 50不够嘞, let's go and get more people to.
Then you will grow that momentum, you will grow that direction. You will see, hey, this thing works. Then you will just grow and grow and grow and grow. Yeah. So that's something I apply on myself.
So you are always in an expansion. Expansion.
Like I said
mindset,
before, this is an expansion business. So every year, sometimes we are in a crossroad to make a decision. You ask yourself, is this decision a contracting move or expansion move? This is an expanding business. You can't have a contracting thoughts and moves. So don't do that. Don't do that. Go for the expansion.
Okay.
Go for the 10x expansion move.
Very good. Very good tip from our dear Kevin Lim today. So these are secrets that we will slowly uncover. If you guys are excited and you are thankful for Kevin for sharing this tip, maybe you can say thank you in the chat. You can say thank you, Kevin, for showing us. Yes, we must always have a very positive mindset and a very expensive mindset. Expensive as in expansion, 不是很贵的 expensive. Okay. Everybody have a good time. All right. And I'm pretty sure that we have all walked away with quite a few golden nuggets from Kevin today. And I hope that this series of Facebook Live has benefited you somewhat. Again, we will go back to the same question. If you guys are wondering whether ERA is the right platform for you, you just need to look at what we are doing now. Okay, and if you go through the video, if you have not gone through it, because some of you may not be joining us live, some of you are watching this afterwards, right?
Really help me hit that share button, because really we want to share good things with more people.
Yes, please go and share with all your industry friends, friends who may be thinking or in the crossroad, thinking about whether to stay on in their company or then to move on to maybe try something new, right? And my question to you, why not give ERA a try lah? Okay, this is the part I sell a little bit of koyo lah. Okay. So everybody have a good day. If you guys want to find out more about joining us and all that, right, you can always visit our website. If not, if you're ready to sign on the dotted line, just go to register yourself and on our website called
Speak to our leaders, anyone that you know is in ERA. I'm sure we have some people that you know and they are out there ready to help you. and change your life for the better.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to give a shout out to all my friends out there. If you're not doing well, if you're not doing well for a while, really, you need help, look for the help. Because we are in this very magical business that seriously, one month can turn you around, 6 months can turn you around. No, so I really don't care you're doing bad for the last 6 months, 1 year, how many years, but it's that 1 month or that 6 months or 1 year can really make you skyrocket to success. So all you need is really the right people and the right team and the company.
Yep.
So all the best.
Thank you everyone for joining us in this Facebook Live. We hope that this short session of sharing has benefited you somewhat and have
spread some positivity.
Spread a little bit of positivity around. We know that the weekend is coming. We wish you a very healthy weekend. Stay safe. And then I hope if you are already an existing agent, this Saturday and Sunday, I wish you what, so that you can close more deals for yourself this coming weekend. With that, thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
We are so happy to see you and say bye on Facebook if you want to. Otherwise, thank you so much. We are ending the session.
See you. Goodbye.